Okay, I think everything is set. I tried this once before, and I got like 80% into a thing, and then realized that my mic was muted. Okay, let's double check. All right, we got the game open. We got the recording going. All right, we got a cup of tea brewed because British in it. Microphone is on, and my phone is on silent because I got a few notifications last time, and it was slightly annoying. Okay, I think the last thing we need is maybe some music. So without further ado, let's go put that on. Alright, so hey guys, what's up, Smooth Will, and welcome back to another video. And just before this video starts, I just want to let you guys know I'm most likely going to be rambling in this video. However, I'm going to try and keep it more low-key, I'm going to try and keep it quite chill, and yeah, so without further ado, sit back, get some snacks, I don't know, get a cup of tea, like I have. Could be a soft drink, I don't know, get yourself a kind of Pepsi, kind of Coke, Fanta, Dr. Pepper, something, I don't know, whatever you prefer. Or, I don't know, get hot chocolate, cup of coffee, cup of tea, and yeah, let's just sit and have a chat for a little while. And yeah, I'll kind of update you guys on what's been going on in my life, and yeah, we'll see where we go. I think we're gonna do. See, I started doing one of these, and then I realized my mic was kind of muted, so I got 49% through cleaning the fire plan, and then I was like, yeah, no, we're gonna do the modern mansion for this one, I think. Yeah, we'll do this one. I think we'll do this one. I'll reset the progress, but I don't really mind. We can always come back to that one at some point for maybe another one of these videos, or if we get this one done in time. Um, hmm. Yeah, I think we'll start with this. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of come on here, just have a little chill hangout, and just chat for a little bit about how things have been going, and just generalized stuff, I guess, really. I guess first thing we should start off with is um, the lack of content, and I apologize for that. It was never my intention to not upload for a while. I've had so much going on with college and stuff, because for anybody who doesn't know, I'm a higher student, which is a level 4 qualification over here in the UK, which basically means I'm doing uni level work, but I'm not at uni, if that makes sense. I'm doing it at college as opposed to doing it like at university. And there was just a bunch of personal reasons why I didn't go to university. But it's more or less the same thing. I'm just, it's more like a top-up year, actually, to be fair, than it is like I'm getting my uni qualification. I still got a degree for this, but it's more like a top-up year. If I wanted to go to university, I could. No, it's like a way to top up all my skills and stuff before doing so. Will I go to university? I actually don't know. It's not completely off the table, but it's like, it's not my preferred choice at the moment. Clean the mailbox. Yeah, it's just kind of, like, it's one of those things where it's like, I'm trying to get back into doing YouTube, but at the same time, it's like, it's kind of hard to do so when I have a bunch of, like, assignments and projects, like, coming up all the time. Like, I'm trying to get it all done as fast as possible. So I'm going to try and get more videos out for you guys, because I really do enjoy creating content. However, my schedule might be a bit all over the place at first, until I can figure out, the ideal way to, record, spend a bunch of hours editing, and, come up with some fun ideas. Because it's like, I would love to just be able to do what I used to be able to do when I was in school, where I could just come home all the time and sit and record these videos and stuff, where, like, it used to literally take me, like, a day or two, and I could record a video, and edit it within, like, I don't know, 34 minutes to, like, an hour, hour and a half. But that was mainly because I didn't used to put a lot of, like, effort back then, and to be fair, I didn't really know what I was doing. Also, how the fuck did you get footprints in here? Like, have you just not been cleaning this thing? Oh, well, to be fair, it's finalized, it's probably that. But yeah, it was like, I could do really easily then, because it's like I wasn't really putting effort, and I just didn't really know what I'm doing. now it's a little bit easier because I've kind of got the groove down, so I can probably do it in like an afternoon. It just takes me a little while. So it's like I just have to find the time to do it and find the motivation, and I can get stuff done. But yeah, you know, there's a lot of ideas that I've had brewing in my head. It's just a matter of finding the time to do so. And I have a few that I've got plans to do, so I hope that I can get them done. I probably don't know. I don't know if I'll have them done by the time this video comes out, but I definitely hope to get them out soon. So hopefully the next few videos coming out is like really. You can see where I've definitely tried to put a lot more effort into them than just some generic gameplay. Also, sorry if this gameplay is not very satisfying. I'm just trying to get it cleaned as like best as, you know, not as fast as possible because I want to be able to still have something to do as I'm talking, but it's just kind of those, you know, it's one of those things where you just kind of want to get it done because, you know, it can take a while. But yeah, I'm just trying to get like as much content done as possible that I can be happy and proud of instead of like, you know, just kind of like throwing something out just for the sake of having something out. I'd much rather have something that I'm proud of be shown on the front of my channel than something that I'm not so proud of. And especially a lot of my older content that like I've probably taken most of it down, and you can look back if you want, but I really do not recommend it because it is all like it's really bad. But a lot of the content I used to do, I'm not proud of when I look back now, because I look and I'm like, if I just knew what I was doing at the time, I could have made this so much better. And it's because back when I was younger, I just didn't really edit. Or I didn't really understand how to edit, like, you know, like, as well as I do now. Where, like, since I do an entire course more or less based on this type of thing, I have a better grasp of, like, audio balancing, or, you know, like, how, saturation and stuff works, and you know how color balancing works, and all these things that like can really improve your quality. And yeah, speaking of quality, I've improved my mic. I bought a wired one. So for anybody who doesn't know, I was using headphone mics before, which is why the audio quality sounded so like awful. And I finally upgraded my mic at the end of 2024. Like I think I bought it as like a Christmas gift for myself. So I originally wanted to do more videos when the mic had come, because I had a bunch of ideas planned then. And I got the microphone, and I think a lot of the plans I had, I just didn't end up making. Which sucks, because I had some really fun ideas. But I just find it really hard at the moment to come up with ideas, because I'm getting kind of burnt out of playing certain games. Like, I'm not the type of person that can sit and play the same game religiously for a very, very long time. So for me, it's like I don't want to like purely focus on Fortnite, or I don't want to purely focus on Marvel Rivals, for example. As much as I love those games, it's just, you know, some games don't have like longevity. And I'm not saying Marvel Rivals or anything or Fortnite's gonna like die anytime soon. And obviously Fortnite's proved that, you know, games can have a longevity, but like, you know, it's very hard to just stick to doing the same type of content for the same game for like ever. Some people can do it, but you can tell that, like, they inevitably do get bored of it. For example, if you go back and watch, like, your favorite Minecraft YouTubers, even back in, like, I don't know, 2016, 17-ish, they didn't just stick to only Minecraft or, you know, whatever they were doing. You can see they most likely at least did one or two videos where they would play something different, whether it was a sponsorship or, you know, maybe they just wanted to try something different that day. Then that's fine. And it's why I try and, like, keep my channel, like, a very much, like, a variety channel where I kind of play whatever I want. Because I just feel like if you just stick to one thing, it inevitably will get boring and you'll just get kind of sick of playing the same things over and over again. But yeah, you'll just get sick of playing the same stuff over and over again. If you just do the same type of content, like, all the time. So it's why I try and, branch out and play as many different things as I can. I feel like I should probably talk about some of the ideas that I had, right? Because, like, if I just say, oh yeah, I had ideas to do certain things, and then I just don't elaborate, that might seem very, like, I don't know how to describe it. You can hear me say that a lot, guys. It might just seem, like, a bit random if I'm just saying, oh yeah, I have this idea, and then just don't say it. I really want to do other types of games, because, like, For example, Nintendo. Alright, I'm a massive Nintendo guy. I love Nintendo stuff. I have since I was a kid. Like, I've owned PlayStations, I've owned Xboxes, but, I think I've owned more Nintendo consoles than I have anything else. Yeah, and it was just like, I wanted to a while ago with the Switch, because I've had my Switch for years now. Like, to the point I'm surprised it still runs as well as it does, because I know some Switches, you play them, or you have them for quite a while, and then the fan starts going on them, or like the fan starts getting way harder than it usually does with like a brand new one. Obviously, things age and stuff happens. But I realized that, like, since a lot of the games are getting quite old now, and, like, obviously the Switch has been around for, like, 8 years, which is... It feels insane to say that, because I remember starting secondary school when the Switch was coming out, because I remember seeing all the adverts during that time. So I was starting secondary school now, and now I'm, like, an adult. I'm 18. I'm a grown-ass man. Well, not really, but I'm technically a grown-ass man, according to the law. And that's wild. Like, that feels... It does not feel like it's been 8 years, but it's kind of insane. Just, like, how long time's passed. Like, I couldn't believe that it was 2025 the other day, because I remember 2024, like, literally just happening, and then I was like, oh, shit, we're already in, like, 2025, and it's already about to be March. It's probably March by the time this video is out, honestly. In fact, what is today? Never mind, today is the 1st of March as I'm recording this. Yeah, it's already, like, March, which is, like, wow. We're already 3 months into the new year. And it's like, I don't know, time's passing, so it's like, I don't really want to start anything, any of, like, the current Switch games on my channel, because it's like, people have already done videos on those, and they've already been doing them for years. For example, if I start a new Pokemon series, sure, it might be fun for people who either, you know, are here just to see me play games, or, like, hear from my personality, which, if you are, hi, hello. I hope you enjoy, even stupid stuff like this. But, to be fair, the vast majority of stuff, people aren't really going to want to tune in to watch older games. Like, there's some that they'll come back for, like, I don't know, maybe a nostalgia factor or something. But the vast majority aren't going to really want to watch me play Pokemon Sword and Shield all the way through, right? Or like, because I tried that with Spider-Man. For Miles Morales coming out, I played through the original Spider-Man. And I only got a few episodes in, but like, nobody really wanted to watch it. And I never ever do things for views, guys. Like, I genuinely don't. That's not how I approach YouTube, but I could just tell that, you know, like, there wasn't really interest in it, or at least not from my side of things. Like, on my channel, there wasn't really a lot of, like, people wanting to watch that, but then I could make a Fortnite video, or I could make a video on something else, and it would do okay. And I just felt like, okay, well, if that's the case, then it's like, it just seems a bit pointless doing this, so I sacked it off. So I feel like with the Switch 2 coming out, I really do want to try and get some videos out on maybe a new Zelda game, or there's Pokemon ZA, which is most likely going to come out on the Switch 2. And I feel it'd be really fun to play through a Pokemon game here on the channel. I wanted to do that a while ago with a bunch of Pokemon fan games and ROM hacks. I just never really got around to it, but I would love to, now that I have a PC and stuff. Well, I have a laptop. I'd love to try and record some gameplay. I want to eventually go over to a PC. I just don't really like spending large amounts of money on myself, so I feel like buying probably like a £2,000 PC. Although I can, due to, like, student loans and, you know, stuff, I could do that, and, you know, I can also use it for college work, so it doesn't seem like as bad of an investment as, like, if I was, I don't know, a welder, or, like, you know, like, I did welding as, like, a course, and then I went ahead and bought a PC. It just doesn't really seem logical. Or maybe it does, I don't know. You can tell I don't do welding, or I don't do design, or whatever you call it. But it's like, I don't really want to spend that much money on myself, so it just seems a bit, like, pointless buying, like, a multi-thousand-pound computer. But I would love to do more content, like, on stuff like, I don't know, Nintendo stuff, now that they've kind of... They're not as strict on the YouTube side of things like they used to be. Or if I was, like, to do, you know, some other stuff, like, I can't really think of any off the top of my head, but I used to do loads of types of content. It wasn't just gameplay. I used to do remixes, I used to do edits, which were never good, but, you know, there was something different. I used to do reaction stuff. I'd do news videos every now and then. I would talk about stuff that was going on in, like, Dead by Daylight, or I did stuff on the Devil May Cry show that was coming out on Netflix, which, if you guys have seen the trailer for that, then I'm very, very excited, as a Devil May Cry fan, as a Capcom fan in general. But there's, you know, it's just like, it's hard to find the time as of right now, because I'm a full-time college student, so I'm having to primarily focus on doing my college courses and making sure that I'm caught up on assignments and stuff. And that should obviously be my priority, because it's like I'm studying for this exact reason. But, you know, YouTube and content creation is mainly a hobby, so I feel like if I can find a healthy balance of, like, being able to do content creation and coursework, then it's like, I think I'll be golden. It's just also motivation as well. And also trying to find time to spend with, like, family and friends, and my wonderful, lovely girlfriend, who, if she's watching this, hi. If she's not, still, hi to everybody else watching this video. But it's like, it's trying to, you know, have time to myself, but also still find time to do, you know, the things I love. For example, like content creation and like YouTube, but also keeping track of everything else. I'm trying to think what else I can really talk about, because, like, I know I came in swinging, and I already start off with, like, the content creation side of things, which, to be fair, I didn't want to. I was gonna leave that a little bit later, but I felt like it was obviously I have to address it, because I haven't uploaded in a little while, so it just felt like if I didn't mention it right off the bat, people were probably just gonna think I was just avoiding the topic. I didn't pull a Corey Kenshin, alright? I didn't just vanish for months on end and then, you know, be like, oh, hi guys, how's it going? Hey guys, what's it? So we will just come back after, like, I don't know, 5 months or something. But, yeah, how's your lives going, guys? Although, you know, you obviously can't tell me. This isn't, you know, it's like a one-way discussion as of right now. I'm currently rambling into a microphone as I'm power washing a dingy, I can't even speak. As I'm power washing a dingy, disgusting modern mansion. But, you know, let me know in the comments or something, I don't know. How's your lives going? How is your 2024 and your 2025 currently going? Not gonna lie, my 2024, kinda shit. Luckily my 2025 is better. But, like, the start of my 2024 was shit, actually, I can't lie, like, the tail end was pretty good. Yeah, I think when it comes to the YouTube channel, I really do just want to expand out. There's a lot of things that I love as, like, hobbies. For example, I'm a big fan of comic books. I don't think I would ever incorporate that into content creation, but who knows, maybe I might do more topics on comic books, or maybe music. I don't think I'll ever, like, do covers of stuff on the channel, or I won't, like, I don't think I'll do, like, music news or something, but maybe I could talk about it in, like, video games or something, or maybe I could probably find some fun way to bring it up in some shape or form at some point. But, who knows? I'm trying to think. There's a lot of things I want to do over the next year here on the channel, and just in general, that I would love to, if not, like, talk about in another one of these videos, maybe in, like, a few months' time. I might try and do these more regularly, where, like, every few months, or, you know, like, not weeks, I was gonna say every few weeks, but no, maybe every few months, or, like, you know, so often. I might just do an update where I just talk about stuff. I feel it'd be fun to kind of keep you guys updated with what I'm doing, or, like, how I'm progressing and stuff, because I'm a very private person. Not in the sense of, like, you know, because I've had my channel, I've had my face and thumbnails on social media and stuff. It's like, I don't reveal my exact location. I don't, like, you know, tell everybody what I'm doing, or, you know, how my life's going and stuff like that. But I don't exactly hide it, if you know what I mean. Like, preferably, I'm not gonna like spill my guts about like everything that's going on in my life, because obviously there's a lot of personal things I don't want to touch upon or bring up. But it would be nice to, I don't know, keep people updated with certain things. That maybe I'm, you know, trying to learn a new hobby or something, or I'm trying to learn a new skill. It'd be cool to keep you guys updated and, you know, show you guys how I'm doing. Being said thing. I don't really have a good example right now because I haven't really started anything, but maybe when I get more free time and more of a motivation to do so. I feel like we should probably switch brush actually, or what do you call it? Head, I guess. That one's not bad actually. For example, I ordered a. I really love Japan, right? If I don't think I really talk about this a lot, but I love Japan. Like I love the culture of Japan. I think it's a very beautiful and scenic place, and I would love to visit Japan at some point. Like genuinely, I love the place. I've never been, but it's a bucket list like thing that I would like. Someday I would love to travel to Japan. And it's like I obviously you say that and a lot of people jump to, oh, it's like anime and stuff, you know, like it's all that weeb stuff, but it's genuinely not. I just think the culture is just amazing. The people are very respectful, and you know, like there's a lot of things in Japan that are just so vastly different that sometimes I think are better, sometimes I think are worse. But it's like I would just love to go there and just, you know, explore. But one thing I would also love to try and do is maybe learn some Japanese at some point. Maybe learn to write kanji and, you know, just learn how to read it in general. However, it's a very difficult language because there's a lot of different forms of kanji, if I remember correctly. There's like 3 different types of ways of doing it, and they all are like slightly different. But I ordered this Cloud from Final Fantasy, like a statue of him, like a figurine of him, I should say, really, who sits on my desk. And since I imported him from Japan, he came with a bit of, like, when stuff gets packaged, you know how sometimes it can come with newspaper. Cloud came with a bunch of Japanese newspaper, and I actually kept some of it, as like a thing, so if I ever learned Japanese, how to read and write it, I could possibly read what was on the newspaper. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I have not even started, so I just have this random bit of Japanese newspaper just in a drawer in my room. But it's like, you know, it's a fun thing that, like, who knows, maybe someday I'll be able to read it and see what it says on there. If not, who knows, I'm just gonna have this random piece of Japanese newspaper in my drawer forever, I guess, I don't know. Or until I move out of my house. Which I don't think my mum would be best pleased if she randomly just found it and was like, what the fuck? Just sat in my desk drawer. But yeah, I would love to go to Japan. I don't think I would ever turn it into a video or something like that, because I'm not gonna lie, like I said, I'm a very private person, so I don't know how well I would do for vlogging or anything like that. Concerning, I'm like, you know, I've shown my face in videos before, but I'm also like, I'm not the type of person who sits around with a face cam. That's not really, you know, any particular reason. I'm just not very comfortable on camera. Which you might think's funny, considering I'm a media student, and, you know, like, I'm working with them so often, but I genuinely hate being on camera. Like, if I'm ever asked to act and stuff, if I have a choice, it's always no. Like, it's, nah, I'd rather operate the camera than be the guy on camera. Maybe that'll change over time, but I think if I ever go to Japan, I don't know if I'll ever turn it into a video. It might be like I record footage and then, you know, come back and voice over it and show you guys, you know, how the trip went. But I would love to go to things like, for example, the Pokemon Center. They have them everywhere, well, not everywhere, but in a lot of places in Japan, they have, like, Pokemon Centers, and it's like, obviously, it's official Pokemon merchandise, which is like sold in there, and it's at the big mega shops for Pokemon. There's the Capcom store as well. I'm a massive Capcom fan, so I feel like it would be really cool to have a walk around in there, and you'll have a look at like what Capcom merchandise they sell and stuff like that. The official Nintendo store as well would be a really cool place to go and visit. But yeah, I don't know if I'll ever turn that into a video or like a vlog or anything. I'd also love to, like, if I ever got the chance to move to Japan, even for like a little while, like I don't know, maybe a few months, or I don't know, maybe later in life I would move there full time. I would love to, because it's just, I don't know, there's just something about it that you just, it's not even just on videos, just in general. Like, sure, there's, you know, it's not perfect, there's a lot of things that are flawed in it, but then again, there's a lot of things that are flawed everywhere. Like, even the most beautiful places on Earth, you know, you can find imperfections in the most beautiful of things, you know, beauty's in the eye of the beholder and stuff like that. But it's like, you know, it's just, it's such a respectful place. And there's such amazing, like, scenes and just places and just such silly, wacky things that you can find. That I feel like it would be a really fun place to not only live, but also just, you know, explore and have fun. And I'm sorry, I know I've talked a lot about Japan there and stuff, but it's like, to be fair, I'm trying to think of things that I can really talk about, because I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting this mansion to take me this long, because the plane didn't take me this long. But to be fair, I'm comparing a fire plane to a fucking mansion. It's quite a comparison you got there, Will. But yeah, I think overall, when it comes to content and stuff, I really do hope to be back making some really good quality content for you guys soon enough. Also, sorry if you guys hear any sounds in the background. My Yorkshire Terrier Liz is currently sat upstairs right now on my bed. So if you hear a yawn or get up and down or, I don't know, randomly bark or something, then I apologize. That's if I don't cut any of it out of the video. That's a good thing, actually. I noticed, especially when playing with friends, with like the new microphone, is like something could fall across the room, and since obviously, you know, the mic obviously is like isolating it, you don't often hear it. Like if I hit my desk, of course you're gonna hear it. But like if, I don't know, you know, my phone charger, for example, I don't know, falls or something, like if my phone fell off whilst charging, like fell off my dresser or something, you probably wouldn't hear it. Maybe like faintly, but you're not gonna like hear it as loud as you would if I had my headphone mic in, which was like, it picked up almost everything, which kind of sucked. But yeah. Yep, I think it's time for a tea break. I think actually we should probably just go and get the scaffolding, actually, because it might make some of this a little bit easier. We'll come back around and do this side. Actually, no, we're close enough. We could probably actually finish off this little bit at least. Yeah, I think we'll finish off this bit. But yeah, if you guys have any recommendations of any content, or just anything in general you guys would like for me to do at some point, because I would love to regrow the channel out. Because I've been doing this for so long, but at the same time, it's like, it feels like it's not that I'm not getting anywhere, but it's like, I understand why, for example, I kind of became stagnant. Like, I have over 100 subscribers, but there's a reason that I don't really grow and keep getting them, and it's because I'm not really consistent enough to keep getting subscribers, or, you know, really find my niche audience or anything. And I think back when I first started, it was like, I really was keeping up with stuff, and I was staying consistent most of the time, and I was making a lot of videos. I was somehow able to do this weekly at the age of like 13, 14, or like 12, and now I'm like 18, and I'm struggling to like do this. I feel like although I'm 18, I feel like I'm an old man sometimes. Like, genuinely, my knees crack and my back aches. That could be because I'm sat down editing stuff most of the time, but who knows. Yeah, it's like I understand why like the channel isn't growing as well as it probably could. And I have no resentment for that. Like there's, you know, I'm not mad about it or anything, but it's like I definitely would like to try and, you know, start growing again and start getting back out there and creating content. I just have to kind of find that sort of. Who's telling me that I can pick up? Oh, it's the yeah, okay. But you know, it's like I just need to find stuff that I would like to make videos on and stuff. I want to put more effort into the stuff I love doing. However, at the same time, I'm not really happy with the way that most YouTube videos are done nowadays. Like, there's a lot of videos that I see now where they're a bit too over edited, and you know, there's like memes thrown in there like every 5 minutes, or like not even that, like every other frame of animation in a game, they just throw like a million memes at you, or like sound effects, and it's like sometimes it can be funny, and on occasion it's, you know, it's entertaining, but at the same time, in my opinion, it's a bit too, I don't want to say overwhelming, but like it just gets a little bit too much sometimes. Like it's fine when it's like every now and then you throw something in for a bit of a laugh, but like when every other part of the video is just some silly joke, it just gets a bit old and a bit repetitive. And I don't want to sound like a cynical old person, or well, because I'm not that old, but like I don't want to sound like cynical, and you know, I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh, I miss old YouTube. But there was just something special about being able to just sit down and watch a YouTube video, and you could tell that they were still putting in like loads of effort, but it was a lot simpler, and there wasn't like this giant like thing on editing. Like obviously, you know, the biggest content creators used some editing, but like it was never like to the point where there's like 1,000 memes being tossed at your face now, where it's like it feels like every other video, or like not every video, but a lot of content creators just kind of use that style, or like a lot of smaller creators obviously just try and replicate the bigger content creators, and it just gets a little bit too much when they're all doing the same style of editing. It feels like, you know, there's not really a lot of individuality anymore when it comes to YouTube. And I can't say much because I'm not gonna lie, I've been guilty of, you know, not really stealing like the editing style, but you know, like having very similar editing to some of my favorite YouTubers, and that's never really a negative thing, especially when starting out, because I feel like it allows you to kind of see what works, see what your editing style is, and it helps you kind of evolve and change, and you know, get more comfortable with, you know, using certain tools and seeing what you like when it comes to a video. And obviously, you know, editing videos is subjective. Like some people are gonna like the way you edit, some people aren't gonna like it, some people are gonna wish you did more, some people are gonna wish you did less. It's just all part of the hobby and the job. I call it a hobby, but obviously some people do it for like a job, so I have to add that in there. But if you ever want to start YouTube, I would say just go for it. Whether you do one video or you do, I don't know, 6. Hell, maybe you make it your full thing. Like, I don't know, maybe it becomes like a full-time career for you. If so, enjoy it whilst you can, because obviously it's not the most reliable way of income. Maybe it is if you're like a Jacksepticeye, or like, I don't know, a Mr. Beast, even though, you know, people don't really like him. Or maybe like a, you know, a bigger content creator. But when you start out, it can be really, you know, you definitely have to try and grow like not as fast as possible, but you really have to put in a lot more effort starting out than you do when you're already kind of like pre-settled. When you're pre-settled, it's just about kind of keeping everybody happy and making sure that, you know, like people are enjoying the content, you know, like they stick around and stuff, and like, you know, it's a lot of looking at view counts. Where when you first start out, it feels like you're fighting an uphill battle, because you often start off when there's, you know, thousands upon millions upon, hell, even billions at this point, all doing YouTube channels and all also fighting for like the higher spots. And I I never have done this for money or views. I just do this as a way to entertain people, and I've said this in the past. I don't do this for, you know, money. I don't do this to get high view counts. I literally just do this as like, it's a fun way to entertain people and also give myself something to do. And you know, like, flex my creativity, flex my like creative muscles and stuff, and kind of like find ways to express it. But if you're like looking at this as like in a career kind of way, then it definitely can be like an uphill battle to try and get noticed when like everybody else is either trying to do what you're doing and better, or it's just kind of like, I don't know, it's just like everybody's doing something similar, or you know, everybody's trying similar things, so it kind of makes standing out a little bit harder to do. I'm not saying, you know, you can't do it. I'm not saying like, obviously, you know, go into this expecting failure or anything. I'm just saying like, if it's something that you want to do and you think that, you know, you have fun ideas for certain things, or if you think you have a certain style of content that you can do better, or you know, or just have an interest in, then I would say go for it. There's a niche for like almost any kind of video or any kind of topic. Like, I don't know, if you're into, I use my girlfriend for example, right? She crochets, right? And there's definitely crocheting YouTubers out there. So if, I don't know, if you like crocheting or you like trading cards, which I know there's definitely a market for, or if you like vintage comic books, or if you like cricket, there's definitely videos out there, and there's definitely, you know, people who want to watch content. So if you have a certain hobby that you have a passion for, I would say, you know, make videos on it, do something. Gaming videos aren't the only type of videos on YouTube, despite what, you know, obviously the majority of people think. If you like reading books, do book reviews. If you like, I don't know, music, do music music reviews. Do, I don't know, album reviews, covers, anything. If you genuinely have a passion and you would like to express that passion, YouTube can be a wonderful way to do it. And I know I'm just randomly started rambling about content creation, but I genuinely feel like it would be a lot nicer to see a lot more people, you know, go for content creation, because I know a lot of people try it and they don't immediately find success and, you know, kind of give up on it. But I think it would be really cool to see a lot more people, you know, do a lot more niche things here on YouTube, and, you know, I don't know, try and stand out in like a smaller field than just, you know, the stereotypical gaming videos, or I don't know, news videos. So it would be nice to see more people make videos on things they enjoy. Yeah. I just think YouTube's like, it's a fun hobby, but it can be a very challenging one if you're trying to make it like your career. Like, I would never ever, if I was doing this for views and money, like even if I blew up, I don't think I would ever quit my day job. But I've seen so many videos and like on like YouTubers and streamers where they mention the fact that they like quit their day job way too early. It's like, oh, I'm getting like 100,000 subscribers. I've got like, I don't know, 200,000 subscribers, and I'm getting like, I don't know, 400k viewers like a month or something. You know, I'm getting 400k views a month, and I'm like, was it really worth quitting your day job though? Because like, I get that, you know, not everybody wants to work a boring job, or, you know, something like that. But it's like, sometimes it can be a bit risky if you're just gonna like quit your job over content creation. And I'm not saying it's not possible to do so. Obviously there's loads of examples of bigger people, and hell, even some like middle of the range content creators that you know, obviously do content creation as like their full-time job. But I definitely wouldn't recommend that if you're going to start doing content creation. You definitely shouldn't like quit your day job or leave college or university or whatever you do to pursue it. Obviously if it grows and you feel like, you know, you can do it long term, then it's like, yeah, sure, maybe it's a good idea. But I don't think it's like the thing that you should immediately quit your job over and just go full time. unless you're 100% sure that you can match up to everybody else who's trying to also do the same thing. Because that's the thing with YouTube. I love YouTube. I always have. I've been watching it since I was like 5. But you kind of pick up certain things as you've been watching it for a long time, and especially nowadays with like how competitive it can be. It's definitely not like a viable option to just go, yeah, I'm gonna completely quit my job to, I don't know, make Minecraft videos or make Yu-Gi-Oh videos or anything like that. I just use those two as examples because I couldn't think of anything. I just thought of 2 different games. That was probably a very long rant, huh? I don't know how much of that made it in, because when it comes to these videos, I just say stuff, and then I come back and edit later, and I'm sat there and I'm thinking like, what the fuck was I on about? Like, I just spent like 20 minutes talking about like utter crap. We're like 50% of the way as well, let's go. I've been recording for like 40 minutes. This is actually kind of insane. I've been recording for 40 minutes and we're still nowhere near. We're still only 50% complete with this, and I don't think it's because I've been rambling that it's been taking me this long. I think it's just genuinely this mansion's taking me like forever to taking me forever to clean. I'm getting there though. That's one thing that I like about Power Washing Simulator. I picked it because it was like, it's quite chill, and it's you know, it's not like I'm not diving around or having to like dodge out of the way gunfights all the time. It's just a very simple game, where, you know, it's quite rewarding being able to look at the finished product, which I often like doing. For example, if I start something, I kind of have to finish it, because I don't like having to... I have to finish it like almost immediately, because it's like I prefer the finished product more than I prefer kind of like getting to that. If you know what I mean. For example, like, I like drawing, but I hate the process of drawing. Like, I like being able to look at my finished sketch or like art piece, but I hate sitting there for like 4 hours hunched over, having to, you know, do all this intricate shading and stuff. It's just not enjoyable for me. But I always end up like loving the finished product and hanging it up on my wall, for example, and stuff. Even though it took me probably like forever to do so. I just want to make sure that I got this bit clean. I was going to pick one of the Final Fantasy levels for this, and I'm actually kind of glad that I did now, because I feel like if I had done one of the Final Fantasy 7 levels, I would have been sat here for like much longer. To do this. But yeah, I hope that I haven't rambled too much, and I hope that I haven't, like, I don't know, bored anybody. For all of like 5 people who watch this, but it's like, I don't know, I just felt like I should come on here and just, you know, talk for a little bit and talk about certain things that were like, you know, I probably should have addressed. Like, I don't like doing long breaks, or, you know, having like giant gaps in uploads, but it's like, you know, it's just kind of hard to keep track of when I'm having to do multiple things. So I apologize if anybody, you know, gets annoyed at, you know, the upload schedule. I do understand that it could be annoying sometimes if one of your favorite YouTubers, or, you know, just people that you enjoy watching, or, you know, just randomly, you know, like, watching something from somebody and then all of a sudden they just kind of vanish. But you always have to kind of, like, you know, keep in mind that even though, you know, we sit and talk and we play video games, we are also, you know, still people, and we have lives of our own and stuff to attend to, so. I'm trying not to speak as much. One, because I want to try and get this done as fast as possible, but also because I'm not gonna lie, I did kind of like talk for like a solid like almost 40 minutes, and now I feel kind of bad. But I also kind of ran out of topics to talk about, so I'm like just trying to get this done as quickly as I possibly can. I guess that's supposed to be black, or maybe because I'm just not reaching it as... Oh no, it's the other part of that wall. I was wondering why I couldn't reach that. Anyways guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry for listening to me ramble for as long as I did. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you would like to. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.